It is no secret that Bestiarum Games makes some of the darkest, most twisted looking miniatures in the tabletop gaming market. A top choice for collectors, painters, hobbyists and gamers alike. But how do we bring the horrors of the world of Dodin to life on the tabletop? At the Grimdark Compendium we have been exploring this universe, first with the Crimson Grove series, then with the self-contained Iron Legion tutorial, and now it's the turn of their natural nemesis, the Tormentor Cults. Once again, by teaming up with Bestiarum Games, we were able to provide you not only with this 4 episodes tutorial series, but also with the STL files of the miniatures that we use in the series, an original soundtrack, and if desired, also a starter set of Villainy Ink enamels. So with this information out of the way, let's talk a bit about who these Tormentor Cults are, and then a quick overview of what you can find in this tutorial series. So, according to the Bestiarum lore, the Tormentor Cults are a cabal of shadowed individuals that worship an entity called the Jailer, living in the metaphysical, abstract domain of the prison realm. For every drop of blood spilled in the name of anguish and suffering, this hellish dimension draws ever nearer, seeking convergence with the real material plane. An otherworld, born from the prison lord's nightmarish intentions, come to life. So, after the old empire was shattered by a disastrous event called the Cataclysm, the Tormentor Cults started to proliferate like vermin inside a festering wound. It is quite tragic and at the same time ironic that the cult's presence is especially concentrated in the very same areas where the Azari Church happens to be much stronger and more influential. Their greater presence here likely stems from the Penitents' Crusades' ruthless domination over the populace. And so, the desperate and the wretched, drawn to riot against the church in the name of false promises, are slowly gathered like flock by the dark shepherds of the Tormentor Cults. This intriguing setup can be a good head start for role-playing campaigns or skirmish battles, and most importantly gets us in the mood to start painting and modeling our miniatures. Cultists, deranged emissaries of evil, good old chunky giant demons. Here we are dealing with the classic tropes of the dark fantasy genre, but with that typical Bestiarum twist. So the models you can expect from this Tormentor Cults package are not messing around when it comes to body horror. Now, to represent models in this extreme aesthetic that relies a lot on shock value with very graphic and disturbing imagery, while still maintaining a sense of nuance, I had to often apply a mentality in the process that is very much different from the normal concept of miniature painting. Sometimes using traditional methods is not enough, and we have to take advantage of the chemical properties between the different mediums. In this course, I teach and reiterate some techniques that sometimes fall more into that practical special effects territory. And when I say practical, I really mean it. I'm talking about scratching and peeling paint off, painting with glue, mixing incompatible paints, and other procedures that really offer a different perspective on miniature painting. We will be starting off initially with a game-ready level miniature, where we dip our toes into the feel and mentality for the whole series to make yourself comfortable, and then introducing a couple of quirks that can immediately make a difference in your speed painting approach. As always, the ever-important surface variation plays a key role throughout the entirety of the series, so I always encourage you to go watch our video here on YouTube about varnishes and the use of surface variation. Then we delve a bit more into that alchemy that I was referring to, as we will see a couple of variants on the Skin of the Damned recipe, with real 3D effects of skin peeling off, excoriations, burnt flesh, and different blood effects. even with more combinations of cadaver flesh and different variations of ultra-realistic gore effects using Villainy Ink enamels with water. Yes, you've heard right. You've always been told to separate acrylics from oil-based products, and for a good reason. But sometimes rules are meant to be broken, and there is some forbidden knowledge that must be uncovered. Whether you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced painter, you will find plenty of information here and a lot to experiment on. Since this bundle also comes with STL files and paints, it's easier than ever to start and follow the tutorials. Replicate it, understand it, make up your own way, and ultimately develop your own style and technique. The only prerequisites are having at least the very standard knowledge of miniature painting and basic familiarity of how enamel paints work, how they thin with white spirits, and the principles of the reductive technique. We've got a lot going on right now on the Grimdark Compendium, so this is the best time to join and become a member. The winter sale is ending in just a few days and everything is on discount. All membership plans, courses, bundles and Villainy Ink are all on sale until January 1st. This is the best opportunity to pledge your allegiance for our guide to Trench Crusade. The entire team is currently hard at work on a complete series that covers every single one of the 6 factions, each with a dedicated course. I'm pretty excited to say that the Trench Pilgrims are under my assignment, but those are coming slightly later down the line. For now, you can enjoy the new Antioch by the Pharaoh Painter, as today we have the 2nd episode coming out, so be sure to check that out. So you can pre-order your favorite Trench Crusade faction, or you get the complete series that contains all the episodes for every faction. Both options are also available in bundle with Villainy Ink enamels. This is the best way to support the Grimdark Compendium, and especially if you want to own the tutorials, watch them anywhere, anytime, not being tied to any subscription plan. The very same applies to the Tormentor Cults, so be sure to check the description down below and get access to all of our new tutorials. Today was a pretty quick one. We hope you enjoyed this overview and that you're doing some great holidays. See you soon and take care.